The question on many basketball fans' minds is, who has the potential to break LeBron's new scoring record in the future? Here are a few players that have the potential to break the all-time scoring record, but first, let's revisit the NBA legend's historic night. James made history on Tuesday night after he finally managed to overtake Kareem Abdul-Jabbar as the all-time leading scorer in the NBA.
LeBron James, a shot at history. LeBron stands alone. The NBA's all-time scoring record.
In a high-stakes showdown against the OKC Thunder, the Lakers may have come up short, but LeBron was the true victor, scoring a remarkable 38 points to break the record and cement his place in the history books.
But now, James with a steal behind the back. Three get back for Oklahoma City, and now James just barrels his way in, and James scores.
It's a momentous occasion for a player who has always been known for his unselfish play and passing abilities.
Three. Rolls around, comes out, LeBron over the head. AD cutting down the lane for two.
Nice. Kind of offensive rebound. Look at this pass by LeBron. AD says.
But let's not forget, LeBron still has some gas left in the tank, and with a few more years of basketball ahead of him, it's possible he could even surpass the impressive 38,000-point mark.
To snatch the record is LeBron. No skyhook here. He just bullies his way in. 18 points shy of Kareem's scoring record.
Great job there.
With the star continuing to dominate the court at an age when most players are already retired, it's not out of the question for him to reach the 40,000-point milestone.
LeBron James with it. LeBron James attacking the basket. He goes all the way. Score! And one! He went up against three Hawks and knocked it.
But all good things must come to an end, and eventually someone will come along and try to break his record. Still, one thing's for sure, LeBron's all-time scoring record will not be broken easily.
Davis the rebound. Grimaces as he came in after jumping up. LeBron is in and goes, oh! Drop that anvil! LeBron!
So, who has what it takes to dethrone the king? The first name that comes to mind is Joel Embiid. The 28-year-old has been making waves in the NBA, leading the league in scoring last year, and currently tied for the top spot this season with an all-time score of 9,935.
And his current scoring average of 26. Oh my goodness, forget that note. How about that dunk? Joel Embiid with the monstrous flush. What a first quarter for him.
But let's be real here. It would take a series of celestial alignments and a healthy dose of magic for Embiid to ever surpass LeBron James in the all-time scoring record books. With a relatively late start to his career and a history of missing games due to injury, Embiid is only halfway to LeBron's total at a similar age. In order to surpass LeBron, Embiid would have to play into his early 40s and maintain his impressive average of 28.4 points per game over that entire span. And while Embiid is a force to be reckoned with on the court, let's not forget that his health has been a constant concern, so the chances of him playing into his early 40s, let alone keeping up that scoring average, are slim to none. To conclude, while Embiid may be a top scorer in the league, breaking LeBron's all-time scoring record would take a small miracle and a healthy dose of good luck. But hey, stranger things have happened in the world of sports. Moving on though, another player who's also in a somewhat similar position as Embiid is Kyrie Irving, whose chances of surpassing LeBron James in the all-time scoring record book are about as good as a snowman surviving in the Sahara. With a long history of missed games throughout his career, the NBA star has a tall hill to climb if he ever wants to catch up to James. To compare the difference between the two, LeBron played in 842 games through his age 29 season, while Irving has only played in 611 during that same span.
Now they sets the screen. Irving against Bullock. Nasty handles. Irving curls, floats, and scores!
And it's safe to say that both Irving and Embiid will most likely finish their careers outside of the top 25 all-time career scorers in NBA history. But hey, there's always a chance they could surprise us and reach new heights we never thought possible. Or, they could just continue to miss games and stay firmly planted outside the top 25. Either way, it's going to take a lot of hard work for these two to make their mark in the record books. Speaking of hard work, you can't forget Kevin Durant, who, in an alternate reality, could have been locked in a fierce battle for the all-time scoring record with James. as their career scoring averages are almost identical. But alas, this isn't that universe. Durant was forced to sit out for much of the 2014-15 season due to a foot injury, and he missed even more time while recovering from an Achilles tear. Even if LeBron was to retire at the end of this season, Durant would still need to play another 5.6 seasons while maintaining an average of 27.5 points per game to catch him. That's a tall task.
You've got to knock down these wide open threes. Mentioned TJ Warren. He's coming back from left foot surgery. And Durant buries a three. There's no way you could.
Even for a player of his caliber. However, while he'll likely be joining the prestigious 30,000-point club, becoming the 8th player in NBA history to reach that milestone, it's highly unlikely that he will be able to break into the top 3 of James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and Karl Malone. But who knows? Maybe he'll find a way to defy the odds and make history. Moving on to a name that actually has a chance of giving James a run for his money, there's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Still, while he might just be the first player on this list who could have a shot at breaking the current all-time scoring record, it's going to take some serious luck, both in terms of health and maintaining his current level of production. But hey, look at the bright side. Antetokounmpo does have a fairly good track record when it comes to staying healthy. Plus, he's averaged about 73 games per season, which is better than James' 71. The only thing standing in Giannis' way is that he was a bit of a slow starter, averaging only 12.2 points per game in the first 3 seasons. To surpass the record, Antetokounmpo will need to play in more career games than James and continue to dominate the league with his scoring abilities. But who knows? Maybe he'll continue to defy expectations and reach new heights in his career. However, there's still one person who has the greatest chance of making a grab for the record, and that's none other than Luka Doncic. The guy's a scoring sensation and is already making waves in the NBA at just 23 years old. He also holds numerous records with the Dallas Mavericks, including the record for the most points scored in a single game, as well as the most 50-point games in franchise history. He's also the first player to reach the 60-20-10 mark, solidifying his status as one of the deadliest scorers in the league. With 9,000 points under his belt and growing, Doncic is on track to challenge James' all-time scoring record. However, there are some hurdles he'll need to overcome. LeBron has averaged a staggering 1,917.6 points per season. On the other hand, Doncic at the moment is averaging about 200 points less, with only 1,706.2 points per season. This could add a few more seasons to Doncic's journey if he ever intends to try and surpass LeBron's record, but considering Luka's evolving scoring skills, it's not out of the realm of possibility for him to increase his points per game, and if he does, the race could get interesting. However, durability is key, and LeBron's record is mainly a result of his longevity, durability, and consistency throughout his career. Doncic will need to match this feat if he plans on chasing the record. So what do you think? Does he have a chance to snag the all-time scoring crown for himself? Or do you think that, like Kareem, we'll have to wait for a new generation of NBA stars to try and make a run for the record? But hey, for now, that's all there is for the NBA stars who stand a chance of surpassing LeBron's all-time score, and I hope to see you all in the next video.